Hello, good morning. This is Ethan from EV China, and welcome to our live show today. This live show is about the heat treatment products we will teach you. So let me first introduce our syrup to you. We are Wuxi Internal Billets Alloying Casting and Forging Company Limited, a professional supplier of wear heat corrosions and machinery and protective items. And we are located in Wuxi, about 150 kilometers far away from Shanghai. So that we were most of our high alloy castings and forgings are shipped from Shanghai port by sea or from Shanghai Pudong International Airport, so that the request of our EV channel on the Alibaba International is more than 13.14 million Chinese yuan, and we have been the gold supplier of Alibaba International for more than 6 years. And so far we have cooperated with our customers totally about $3 million. And now I will show you more information about our internal billets, alloying, casting, and forging company limited. And as you see on screens are the ISO certificate, as you see. So far, the 2V has come to our foundry to do the outside assessment in the recent 2 years. And we have passed many different certifications, such as the ISO 9001, as you see on screen, about the quality management system certificate, and the ISO 14001 is environmental management system certificate. And also we have the ISO 45001 occupational health and safety management system certificate. And in addition to the 2UV coming to us to do the outside assessment with 3 parts, also came to our company and our forgery to do the outside edu. SAG is also came to our foundries for on-site edu last June. Now I will show you more information about the ISO certificate to you. The first certificate is the quality management system certificate, which presented to Wuxi Internal Billets and Alloying Casting and Forging Company Limited, as you see in my hand. And it also shows Wuxi Internal Billets and Alloying Casting and Forging Company Limited. And this is about the quality management system compares with the GBT 19001-2016 about the ISO 9001-2015 requirements. The certificate is valid for the following scope: supply of alloying castings and forgings. And the certificate number is 05-321Q30055R0S. And the certificate date is on the December 1st, 2021. And the certificate valid date is on the December 1st, 2021 to November 1st, 2024. And the date of internal certifications is on the December 1st, 2021. The date of internal certifications is on the December 1st, 2021. And the Unified Social Credit Code of the certified organization is 913-202-11-15-219-219-27F. This is the information about the Quality Management System Certificate, which is about the ISO 9001 2015 requirements. And then next, I will show you another ISO certificate, which is about the environmental management certificate. As you see in my hand, there's a certificate which is about the environmental management system certificate, which presented to Wuxi Internal Beliefs and Lowing Casting and the Forging Company Limited. And the environmental management system complies with the GBT 24001-2016 about the ISO 14001-2015 requirements, and the certificate is valid for the following scope: supply of alloying castings and forgings, and the seats. The certificate number, as you see, is the 0532 1E3 003 2R0S. The certificate date is on December 1st, and the certificate valid date is from December 1st to November 1st. The date of Untitled certification is on December 1st, 2021. And the Unified Social Credit Code of the certificated organization number is 913-202 11-09-15-219-27F. And this is the environmental management system certificate, as you see in my hand. Now I will show you another certificate, which is about the occupational health and safety management certificate. And as you see in my hand, there is occupational health and safety management systems certificate, which is presented to Wuxi Internal Beliefs and Lowing Casting and Forging Company Limited. The occupational health and safety management system complies with GBT 45000-2020, ISO 45001-2018 requirements. The certificate is valid for the following scope: supplier of alloying castings and forgings. And the certificate number is 05321S 30031R0S. And the certificate date is on December 1st, 2021. The certificate valid date is from December 1st, 2021 to December 1st, 2024. The date of entitled certification is on December 1st, 2021. The Unified Social Credit Code of Certified Organization is 913-202-152-19278. This is a certificate which is ISO 45001 2018 requirement presented to Wuxi Internal Release and Loan Casting and Forging Company Limited about occupational health and safety management system certificate. And we have also been the verified supplier certificate. As you see, this is a verified supplier certificate, as you see on the screen or in my hand. The certificate number is 20881155-T, presented to Wuxi Internal Release and Loan Casting and Forging Company Limited. And the on-state assessment was conducted for Wuxi Internal Release and Loan Casting and Forging Company Limited by the 2V Handlands. And then we also have other championship line, as you see on the screen, which is about the audited supplier, which is from madeinchina.com, presented to Wuxi Internal Release and Loan Casting and Forging Company Limited. And the next is other championship, which one is from Chinese Commerce Chamber of Commerce, and the others from the local government. And we also win some awards, which causes manufacturing excellence and innovation awards, which in 2020. So it's awards which called the manufacturing excellence and innovation awards presented to Wuxi Internal Release and Loan Casting and Forging Company Limited, which the organization is about the madeinchina.com and SGS or TUV and so on. And we also, as you know, Wuxi Internal Release and Loan Casting and Forging Company Limited is also a company which devote ourselves to involve the new knowledge. So as you see on the screen, there are about 22 patents which we invented about many different products. For example, like bottlers, liners. It means that if you need to have something, have a both use on your ball mile liners. So if you use our newest patterns, it can help you use no holes to fix disassemble the ball mirrors. And we also have 102 patterns. And we are a member of Wuxi Economy Chambers. So we have been warmly participated in social activities to take the social responsibility. And there are 4 different products. Let me show you more information about the company's variety. Which internal beliefs allowing Casting and Forging Company Limited specializes in supply of heat, wear, and corrosion resistant casting and forging, and machineries and protective items. Our global brand is called EB with character BE with D. There are 4 the main parts of our product and service we can provide to you. The first part is corrosion resistant castings about the cobalt alloy, nickel alloy, copper and aluminum and the titanium alloy. The second part is about heat castings, about heat treatment, fixtures, and the radiance tools, Radiance rollers, melting kettles, slakers, grate bars, Radiance bead pans, and so on. The thirdly is wear castings, and this is the main important part of our company. There is about 5 different parts about like chromium, white iron castings, the nickel hard, white iron castings, the chromium linings, alloy steel castings, iron magnesium steel castings, wear parts for pressures. First, castings about 5 different parts is used for wear resistant use. More used like the mile liners and so on. And the finally first part is about EB machines. Due to we produce the customer make routing service on long service life and the materials selection for the grinding equipment, melt, blow, grip, fabric making machines, and more popular KN95 mask machines, like wave player mask machines, and dry rig machines, and industry robots. So these are the main products and service we can provide to you. So if you are interested in the products like the 4 parts and service on the screen, please send us your inquiries to our Alibaba International. You are always welcome. This is all the introduction about our company, which is Wuxi Internal Release and Lowering Casting and Forging Company Limited. Thank you for your watching. Now next, my colleague will introduce more information about heat treatment, castings, and forgings to you. So welcome my colleague. Okay, welcome my colleague. Welcome my colleague John to this heat treatment, plants, and baskets. Now let's welcome John.
Hi, this is John. I'm from the China. We do casting and forging about all kinds of material or steel or iron. And now I will introduce our heat resistance theory and heat resistance parts. My show includes three parts. Part one is our theory grade, and the part two is our progress, production progress, and the part three is our some treatment part. Okay, thank you. About our heat resistance material, like this list, that including the more than 20 or 20 material grade, and then some material is very peculiar. The first one material is 1.423, and we also call that ASTM 8297HD. And sometimes we also call them Chroma 27 and Nickel 4. Like the list. The Chroma is from 24 to 28, and the Nickel is about from 4 to 6. And they often use the less than 1,000, 15,000. This material offering to make some treatment trace and some grid bars or more lot of casting programs. Very small. Like this part. Small and high quality. And the second material is AG14 Chrome 25 Nickel 20. We also call them 1.4837. And this material also is ASTM 8297HH. And sometimes we also call them SH30. And that includes 25 nickels and 25 chroma and 30 nickels. Often used also in solid making solids and or then a similar process 310. Sometimes we can use the SS 310 instead in this material. Import for it 37. And that also often used to make some treatment trace basket and some long tubes. And another most popular material is ASTM, a tone-based HK. SH anyway, that including 25 global and 20 nickels. 1.4848. Way to make some heat treatment basket and trays. Here's this jewelry. And another popular jewelry is ZG14 chrome lighting nickel 38. We also can have a 1.4839. Also is popular to use some Northwest casting programs, parts, and some heat treatment trays or heat treatment basket. And another most popular jewelry is 2.47. The last jewelry like this. VG14, chrome 20, and 48. The chrome is from 27 to 30. And the nickel is from 47 to 15. This material can be used in with solid to handle solids and very popular to make some bigger like some big trays and some fudge ruler or another material. And part 2 is our progress. Our production progress that including more than 7 types. Type A investment casting progress like this. Local casting progress or field casting progress. And this progress is very popular to make the heat treatment house. Like this heat treatment trace, heat treatment basket, or another high quality, high sophistication, and the high side part. And the second progress is centrifugal casting progress. This progress to make some road pipe, like some pipes, rods, tube, And we often use this theory and this progress to make some radio tubes, ruler, centrifugal casting tube, and another some rods. And the second progress is sand casting progress. Like this. We also have some bigger parts with this progress. And we also have a ETC casting progress to make some large quantity of stock and low quality. And the welding progress to assemble parts like the ruler and radio tubes. And machine progress to make some surface finish on the high side, like some drilling, CNC, turning, and another program. And we also have 3 seasons programs. About our programs, we have some small symbol. I will show that. Like this part. This is a tube, and this part we use the plus was casting progress. So this surface finish looks very good, beautiful, and the surface finish is about RA25, and the OD size 30 is about 0.1 millimeters. Very good. And that is also including the machine progress. We can look at our flash like this to run. And we do machine. And this part, the material is 1.48. They used more than 1,000, 15,000. And our another part. This is SS310 material. This part, we also use the investment casting progress or precision casting progress, like this surface. The surface finish, no machine surface finish is also in more than RA25. And we do machine about the ID size, OD size, and the flat size. 2 horse by 6. Yes. And the second program, centrifugal casting, to make some bigger pipe. Okay, no symbols. And the second progress, cell casting progress, I will show our another part, like this. This is liners, and we use the cell casting programs. We can know this surface finish is very low, and the surface finish is about R100, and this side, turret side is about more than 1 millimeters, about 100 millimeters. And we can notice the lost cutting progress is more good than cell casting progress. And we also have another progress like EPC progress parts. EPC progress is near to the cell casting progress, like this part. Then between cell casting progress and the reinforcement cutting progress, we can look at this surface finish. And our welding also have welding progress and machine progress. About our Cobalt 6 boss, like this. This boss is a grade 100. And our 6 also is more than HRC, more than R4.8. Another pristine progress path. And we also have 40 progress and another progress. And then we will introduce our some part. The pathway is our heat treatment trace, like these pictures. The first way is the investment cutting progress, and the material is a 2.5 cyanide. And the size is about 100 1,000 millimeters, and the high side is about 100. The thickness is about 10 millimeters, like this. And we also do a max in this part. That is our pass number and material number. The second picture is our sample room trays that include every part. And we will assemble them by both. And this material is 1.48 and the size is about 1,200 millimeters and the high side is about 50 millimeters. And another road trace, we use the progress and lots was casting. And this side is from the OD side about 1,500 and the high side also is 15 millimeters. And we do form shape castings and do some decision about the power 10 millimeters. And another trace. We do packing in our wooden case, like these pictures. Also in lots casting progress, and the material is 1.4837, like this. And the scales, pen. Material is 2.4879 and the size is about 600 and 800. The long side is about 45 millimeters. And our last trace is a assemble trace. We assemble them using the bolts and not like this for samples. And this assemble side is about long side is more than 1,500. Right side is about 650 millimeters. And the trace or use the lossless cutting progress. And the second is our heat treatment basket. The first one is our also is a sample basket. The long side is about 400, 620 millimeters, and the one side is 420 millimeters, and the high side is 396 millimeters. And that including the one part both trace and two part upper trace, also including another small part. And the second trace our treatment basket used the or such useless cutting programs. And the second three is a special basket, and that helps for some special decision road bars, like this one. And the last basket inside is about 906 millimeters, and the right side is about 620 millimeters, and the high side is about 115 millimeters, and we use the writing programs to assemble the first end and one button trace. Also use the writing programs to assemble the measures. And the part 3 is our fully ruler, like this picture, that is including the 2 long tube and 1 airbrush and 1 flash. And we also use the centrifugal casting programs and Castings programs, Radiance programs, and liner, like this picture. This is I-type furnace roller radio tools, and the first way is our U-types. And here we often use the 1.49 and 2.79. These two materials are very popular to make this type radio tubes. And that often use the 1,200 size. And another is our heat recipient rulers. Also use the centrifugal casting programs, 40 programs to make the shaft on the way to machine, and then we do writing like this picture. This is our own machine about the rulers, and this size is small. The size only is 15 millimeters, and the long size is about 1,200 millimeters. And another big this size is about 100, the old size is about 100, and the long size is 1,500. And the middle tube, no animation, and a special rulers. And we also Radiance Tools flash in the 2 and another part, emperor gun, like this picture. The investment casting program and the machine, the shaft and the horse. That is one set. And this is the small part that only is 4 blank. And another is the 6th one. And our some another pipe, centrifugal casting pipe. This is our pattern, and we they are castings. And then we do things in shape like this picture. The old design that I designed. When we finish the chain, we can get this part. This side is about OD 600, ID 580, and the long side is about 1,000. Are a 3.2, and our mother high global white hour tubes. Hardness is more than HRC 56, and our centrifugal casting pipes or tubes. No adding machine, and we do our machine about our centrifugal casting pipe. And we also have another lossless casting pipe like this picture. And if you have any inquiry, please follow us. Send us your inquiry about the treatment material or somewhere material or another materials. And our programs, stand casting programs, lossless casting programs, centrifugal casting programs, or another material progress. And when we send your inquiry, please attend your drawings and sign, and your material quantity or more information. Thank you. Welcome my college.
Hello, this is Yuna from EB China. Welcome to our live show. I will introduce the heat treatment rate and the form to you. First, I will from product introduction and product future and material type and technological. First is product introduction. Heat treatment template is used for continuous covering and retreating furnace. In the protected atmosphere, the temperature is 550 degrees to 850 degrees in the furnace. As the carrier of the workpiece, the heat treatment process is finished and the next heat treatment process is entered. Can be designed according to customer requirements, production process requirements for the heat treatment, of heat-resistant steel basket tray. And the more heat treatment plate and frame is the widely used industry technology and buildings. First, heat treatment plate and frame is widely used in marble machinery, ice cream, and other industrial products. Second, more and more heat treatment plate and frame is widely used in scientific research, military industry, and poultry chemical, cleaning, electronic power. Third, and more heat treatment plate and frames is widely used in fashionable beauty materials, paper making, feed, environmental protection, and other industries and departments. And more industries are advocates to use hot treatment plate and frames and heat treatment plates and frames are more and more popular in the industry. Part 2 we will introduce the product features. First, the hot treatment plate and frames is high temperature resistant to high temperature 1,300 degrees. 2. Large numbers of existing patterns of fixture standard. Famous brand hot treatment furnace in the world. Hot treatment plate and frames are famous for brand and brand can with hot treatment plate and frames to widely used. 3. Rich appearance in design of shelves baskets to suit the changing working conditions. In the world, there are many different working conditions and different work conditions. They use different hot treatment plates and frames. So each experience in design of hot treatment plates and frames, trios and baskets can better suit the working conditions. More and more production processes available. Works lost cast process, cast process, sand cast process. Part 3 Material type. Part treatment plate and different material types. I will introduce some here. First, its PIM is 1.48. And others. VG40CR27 and I4 is term is 0.3 to 0.5. SI is less than 2, MM is less than 1. CR is 24 to 28, and I is 4 to 6. MO is less than 0.5 and its maximum operation is 1050 degrees. Second is the VG40CR 22 and I10. Its PRM is 1.48. ASTM 97 is HF, JRS is SCH20, and C is 0.5, SI is 1.5, FF is less than 2. MF is less than CR is 19 to 23. NR is 8 to 12. MO is less than 0.5. And its maximum operation is 950 degrees. And VG40CR 25 and I20 SI2 is PIM is 1.48. ASTM A297 is HP. Its JRX is SCH21. C is 0.3 to 0.5. SI is less than 1.75. M is less than 1.5. CR is 23 to 27. NI is 19 to 22. MO is less than 1.5 and its maximum operation is 1100 degrees. VG40CR19 and I33. Its PRM is 104865. ASTM A297 is HU. JRS is SCH20. C is 0.25 to 0.75. SI is less than 2.5. MM is less than 2. CR is 17 to 21. NI is 47 to 41. Maximum operation is 1020 degrees. J40 CR19 and I38 and its DRM is 1048,489. Its tag is 0.32 0.5. SI is 2.5 and is less than 2. And its CI is 8121 and I is 33 to 38. And B and C is 1.2 to 1.8. And O is less than 0.5. Its maximum operation is 1050 degrees. The next is J01 CR28 C050. Its DRN is 2.4778. ASTM A2978 HF. C is 0.5 0.25. SI is 0.521 and is less than 1.5. CI is 27 to 13 and I is less than 1 and B and C is less than 0.5 and O is less than 0.5 and other CO is 48 to 52. Its maximum operation is 1025 degrees. J30 CR28 CO50 and P is DRN is 24778. It is 0.25 to 0.35. SI is 0.5 to 1.5 and N is 0.5 to 1.5. CI is 27 to 28, 29. Its N is OCB is 1.5 to 2.5 and O is less than 0.5. CO is 48 to 52. Its maximum operation is 1050 degrees. The last is J40 CR28 and I48 W5. PRN is 2.4879. Its JIS is SCH42. C is 0.35 to 0.55. SI is 122 and is less than 1.5. CI is 27 to 30 and I is 47 to 50 and O is less than 0.5. W is 4 to 5.5. Its maximum operation is 1150 degrees. These are the pictures of heat treatment plates. We can say there are many holes in the plate. Like this. These are also the heat treatment plates. There are many squares in the heat treatment plates, and also this picture is also have many stress and hole in the plates. This picture is the set of the last one. There are also many spheres and holes in the heat treatment plates. And the shape of the heat treatment plate is the spheres. These two pictures is the heat treatment frames. Part 4, we will introduce the logic. Our heat-resistant plate production process includes first, investment casting process, blast loss casting process, and precision casting process. For example, heat treatment tray, heat treatment basket, grate, and so on. Semi-casting process, production of natural lost mode casting process, production of low quality parts in large quantities, welding process, national technology including cleaning processing, new core control processing, drills and other processing, heat treatment process. So we can include there are many processes in the heat resistant plate production. This is the processing of making the heat treatment plates and frames. This is the introduction of the heat treatment plates and frames. So we can have a look. Okay, next is the introduction of the heat treatment plates and frames. Next, part 5, examining report. because there are chemical components and the order number, order quantity in the examining reports. We will from customer, part name and the materials to examine the heat treatment place and the frames. We can see the material of the product is 1.4849. Its heat number is 1.4849. Its computation is C20.37. SI is 1.113. MM is 0.56. CR is 90.29. P is 0.019. S is 0.004. NI is 37.10. MO is 0.15. And B is 1.32. And it's the process of examining the heat treatment plate and the frames. We can use something to measure the heat treatment frames to know its length. And that's all for the heat treatment plates and the frames. If you are interested in our products, please follow us. Thank you. Welcome to my colleague.
Hello, this is Ethan from EB channel. Now I will show you more products. More products. As you see in this title, which is EB's melting kit about the castings and slate for castings. There are three parts of the melting castings. The first part is melting kit castings. The second part is the slate pot, and the third part is melting kit welding shoe. So let's begin the first part about the melting kit castings. As you see, both of these two pictures are our products, which is called the melting kit castings. It's very huge and it's very heavier in our daily life. Due to both of these melting kit castings use heat treatment materials. As soon as the materials my colleague have told you, so that this melting kit castings, as the direct says that it is useful to melting the materials like irons or other materials to be connect, which can contain all the melting welders in it. And what is melting pot? The melting kit is used to melt materials to make new products. A melting pot is a pot in which materials or other substances can be melted or heated up to very high temperatures. Melting kit furnaces are designed for the melting and refining of low melting point non-ferrous metals such as lead, tin, zinc, aluminum, and other alloys. So this is the use about the melting pot, as you see. We have produced other melting pots, as you see, like these photos, with different shape. Look this the bottom of this melting pot is like screen, and others are more like a ball. The detailed distributions the material grade is used alloy steel, carbon steels, but both these steels are need to take over the high temperatures. So both these materials, which are about the alloy steel and the carbon steel, both of the materials are used heat resistant materials, so that it will help you to make sure all the materials will getting melting point. So you can mix them together to make a new kind materials like other materials. And the quality levels as per national standards and international standards. Different countries have different standards about the quality levels, but both of us need to make sure this meltable coat will harness or it can take over the high treatment, but can take over the heat droplets, so that we should make sure quality level will be the highest, due to nothing is more important than the safety. So that the capacities is divided into different sizes. Due to the melting kit castings is very huge, so that the weight of different size have different weight. For example, if we, as you see, the melting pot which is on carries, so that it is a kind of melting pot, which is about 30 tons. So it's very heavier, and we need to make sure this melting pot can easily to deliver it to your factories, so that we do other things size and do the packagement with trails or other delivery packagement for you. So don't worry how it can deliver it. And we also export many melting pots home and abroad all over the world. Usually we take the sea fridge from Shanghai, Gaoqiao port and other port in Shanghai, and so that it could not take in a container, so we need to put outside. So on the surface, we need to do some treatment like wear and rusty corrosion resistant treatment, painting on the melting pot, and to make sure the heating will not deliberate when it works, so that the production process with about a big sand process, including machining process such as drying and typing holes. So as you can see on the pictures, both of the melting pot have different hole and different design to fixture your factory machine when it be heat treatment. The sense for material selection due to overboils advantages in terms of service life, maintenance, and cost efficiency. Cars still have been becoming more significant in melting pot construction over the last few years against both materials, material, steel, casting iron, and temporary give you casting iron, and in cooperation with other materials. Casting steel offers excellent repair possibilities as it is well suited to welding. Due to this melting pot need to produce at a whole body, so the motor cost is also very expensive. Due to this size, need to big sand process to make sure the whole melting pot is body when it works, and there will not any break on the surface or inside. So we will do other tests on it to make sure the material, the body, and the station in this melting pot. And after this is the special features. As we know, we can make big size and alloying steel castings with sorting silicate set process. And we can also supply finished alloying steel castings with heat treatment and machining process. We can produce alloy steel castings as per some standards like ASTM A27, and then in Chinese stands for the GBT 20878, or the Germany standards like the DIN 17440 or 17224, or the other standards like SIS, STN, JIS, SUH 35, and F A35-572, and 5A84, and the DS 970 is 1449 with the ISO 683 or 13. The biggest steel castings we can achieve so far is about 30 tons per price. And the quick details about the capacitors about capacities like 10 tons, 20 tons, 25 tons, for 50 tons, 70 tons, 100 tons, and so on. And as a maximum weight we can produce is about 300 tons. And the process is use set casting, including machine process. And the service is for the OEM, ODM, and the size is customized size. We can produce according to your joints to make different size and different weight material and different materials melting pot. And the quality control is about 100% inspected, and the certification with the ISO 19000-2018 about the quality management system certificate with ISO, and the supply ability is about 40 tons per year. So totally we can make more than 100, more than 500 pieces of melting pot at different size per year. And the lead time due to different qualities with kilograms, and the EST time is even too more. For example, if the qualities you need a small one like between 0 to 100 kilograms, so that it EST time in 20 days, and if the number is between 100 and 1 to 1000, it needs is more than 45 days. If we want to need more quality, more than 1000 kilograms, so that EST time is to be negotiated. And here is EB's inspection report about the melting pot. As you see, which is Internal Phillips Alloy Casting and Forging Company Limited. The inspection report for the 50-ton melting case, which the purchase is the military casting SD and BHD, which purchase of the number is on the 2018 776. The part name is called the 50 tons melting kit, and the material is used BS 3100 A4, and the drawing numbers as our customers is 107 70 33 301M, and it's about one piece. So The manufacturing date is on the September 2018 to October 2018 with a month. And the inspection is on the October 2018. And the inspection report, as you see on the screen, shows that it's for the liners and the shelking ring prostate. And there are about 3 sections on it. The first section is the purchase order number with the chemical analysis report. And there's a machine and there's a mechanical report. And the second selection is about the dimensional check report. And the third is about your drawings. This inspection report covers the inspection items and requirements related on the purchase order. And here is an inspection report which we produced last 2 years with 2 pieces. It's a small melting cake castings with 2 pieces. The chemical and composition about the materials, which use the BS 3104. The carbon is about 0.22%. Is under the control of the standards between 0.18 to 0.25. The solution is about 0.33%. It's less than 0.6%. And the ventricle report approved test is more than 45 million par. So the specimen is about 491. The world is more than 30 million par. It's about 245. And the ER is more than 28%. And the RA is more than 32% to it's 37%. And the AKU is it can take more over 35 joule. And the pictures which on the top right is dimensional check report of products. As you see, the size with the diameter about 3,632, and the height is about 3,124, and its thickness is between 110 millimeter. Every size is in the control as the requirements of the drawings. So we according to the drawings to make a good melting cake for you, for our customers. And the second part is slate port castings. As you see, there is a slate port castings. As we know, the slate port castings is an important equipment in steel making production. It is a component for high temperature slate produced during the smelting process of steel. It has a bowl-shaped container with lifting tunnels on both sides. The slate ports purchased by Mantegroup compilers generally use the traditional casting process, which have a long manufacturing cycle, short service life, and a long number of scripts. In the Greek word called cast steel has increased innovation in production of slates, and is a slate since have a short castings heard of a long service life, stronger anti-deformations, ability, liberal. And here is an introduction about the slate port. And we see is a type of casting steel parts. The application is in the metallic industries. The purchase is the sand castings, and the weight is between 10 to 20 tons. And the standards we can produce as the STM, GIN, JS, ISO, GB standards. And I will show you some pictures about the slate ports as you see on the screen. Due to different customers need different treatment about the painting on the slate port. So you will see some slate ports will be rusted as the 6 size due to it's a longer customers needs. And others, as you can see, this will be painted like a snake, for example, like the first picture. And the material grade is ASTM A27-60-30. Every materials is commonly usually see about the heat treatment castings. And the next is the material grade, like ductile, which like QT 500-7 and so on. And here is dimensional tech record of the products. When we test after the slate ports, every size is about 5 millimeters different from the drawings. And this is the test report and shipment about the slate ports. Due to every slate is weight is between 10 to 20 tons, so it's very heavy and very high. As you see on this photos, it's about 2 meters long, so it's very huge. And here, the third part is melting cake welding photos as you see on the screens. This is also information and more details about our slate ports and the melting case. So if you are interested in the melting case or the slate port you want, please send us your drawings, qualities, and materials to our Alibaba International. You are always welcome. This is all for the cake, melting cake, and slake pot. Thank you for your watching. So next, welcome my colleague Olivia to her wonderful live show. Now let's welcome Olivia.
Hello, this is Olivia from EB China. Today I will introduce three products: Radiance Tools, Finance Roller, and Centrifugal Tools. And this is three product also belongs to the high recent wear products. And first, I will introduce the Radiance Tools. This part is classified into four parts. Their introduction, characteristic, the type of material, and technology. The information of Radiance Tools is that in various heat treatment finance with controllable atmosphere, in order to avoid the contact between fuel consumption products and work pieces, or to avoid finance days on electric heating elements. The process of function or electric energy conversion is carried out in heat-resistant steel pipes, so that the heat is radiated to workpieces through the pipe wall. This device is called a radiation pipe. The electric heating radiance tube closes the electric heating element in the productive surface, and after power on and heating, the heat is indirectly radiated to finance lining and the heating workpiece by the surface. The heating of radiance tube is suitable for finance with productive atmosphere and corrosive atmosphere, such as continuous finance, drum finance, wear finance, and so on. The electric heating radiance tube that bends the resistance wire in the direction that is a single resistance wire is bent into a U shape and then connected in series or parallel with each other is called a resistance wire radiance tube. Due to the reduce the effect of the resistance wire, the reduction tube with this assemble method can also ensure a long service life. after height restored in the tube. In this drawing, here are some pictures of Radiance Tools. They are used in heating finance. You can go through this picture quickly. If you are interested in our Radiance Tube, you can follow us. And the Radiance Tube has many characteristics. The first is seamless cord drawing heat resistant steel pipe. Heat resistant high temperature is 1200 degrees, made of high quality real materials. And the second, the inner core adopts resistance wire loop type, actual assignment and weighting. The third, resistance wire and frame, basically no shaking. Resistance wire and finance temperature differences is small. The fourth characteristic is that the highest working temperature of 1000 degrees or 1200 degrees. The last is the radiation tube produced by our company has the greatest advantage of using seamless cord drawing thin walled heat resistant steel tube. The radiation of this product is 10% higher than that of similar products in other companies. And the type of material of Radiance Tube is high heat resistance of heating wire is required. Material without impurities, no segregation, strong oxidation resistance in the process of use, no formation, no breakdown, no leak situation. And the technology of Radiance Tube is very excellent. Natural gases heating reduction tubes adopt W-type 186 of W-type reduction heating tubes in heating section are 194 mm and 8 mm diameter wall thickness and 48 sets of W-type reduction heating tubes in soaking sections. One end of the reduction tube is arranged with a burner, and one end is arranged with a heat exchanger, which is connected with the gases pipeline through a flame. There is a population gland matching the finance share on the tube. After installation, pay attention to the ceiling construction. Installation points after the construction of refractory material and the inspection of finance roller, the inspection of reduction tube, and the bucket is the tube and the bucket is extended on the side plan of the finance shell. The reduction tube is extended into the leading finance shell for the external opening of the finance shell side wall, and the installation is adjusted after leaving a narrow to ensure the possible channel of the reduction tube. After heat expansion, use the special spender or homemade balance spender provided with the equipment to lift the reduction tube, and the reduction tube should be aligned left with a fixture and then before wheeling. Wheeling takes the form of a reverse shift. For burner-resistant material and finance for the sale. The reduction tube is made of diameter 208 mm heat resistant stainless steel tube and carbon weighted. It is a morning product and the inspection quality is guaranteed during one side and no damage is caused to the rejection tube after inspection. And the next product is finance rollers. I intro I classified this part into four parts. Their introduction, characteristic, the type of material, and its technology. Let's see, the first part is the introduction of finance rollers. Finance roller generally refers to the bottom of the finance roller. Pulse roller is a large diameter pulse roller used in continuous appealing production line, and it has many characteristics. The first, low quality of steel continuous appealing finance is one of the main factors affecting operation rate and product surface quality. Traditional carbon safe and cement coated roller are proved to lower surface oxidation, lower non-degradation loss and peeling, which affect normal production. The second hollow roller has the characteristics of high strength, high temperature resistance, smaller expansion, high chemical stability, stable high temperature performance, no deformation, smooth and delicate surface, wear resistance and so on. It is ideal replacement of traditional carbon safe and coated roller. It can effectively solve the problems of oxidation and nitidation, avoid frequent replacement operation, improve the efficiency of operation, and significantly improve the surface quality of steel strength. Long-term use is not easy to wear. It's 3 to 5 times the length of the carbon saves, and when used on roller after precision can be used repeatedly, greatly prolong the surface life, reduce the production cost. The last characteristic of finance roller is that the occupation temperatures up to 1100 degrees, especially suitable for continuous peeling finance of high-grade steel. Here are some pictures of finance rollers. Different sizes have different characteristics and they can, if we are looking for a local distributor all around the world. If you are interested, please contact us. And the type of material of finance roller is as we all know, the material strength of the finance roller decreases sharply after the high temperature environment or heat treatment. Our conventional approach is to increase the material of the finance roller or to increase the wall thickness of the roller body. The choices of finance roller material mainly depends on the finance temperature because the finance roller works after high temperature for a long time and bears a certain load for a long time. So the material is high grade strength, good oxidation resistance, and does not produce oxidation situation after a long time of use. Moreover, with the increase of the thickness of the roller wall, the resistance of the roller decreases, and the heat of the transmission bearing increases, which not only affects the surface life of the bearing, but also increase the heat consumption of the finance roller. And the technology of finance roller is very consumption of workers and time. When the building finance is working, the gases in the finance is a mixture of hydrogen and the production gas. The enclosed space composed of the finance and the equipment and pipes should be in a good closed state to meet the needs of the production if you want to know more further information on third products, you can contact us.